Hey, y'all. Welcome to Tony's Kitchen. I hope y'all are doing well. Today, we're making spinach artichoke dip. So, I'm going to make it a different kind of way, though. The way that I'm going to bake it and that kind of thing. But, of course, stay tuned to find out how that is. But, like I said, definitely I'm making spinach artichoke dip today. So, make sure that you, of course, click the link. Not click the link, Lord. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And, of course, make sure that you click the little button for the bell to receive all the notifications that when I upload the video. So make sure that you all do that. So like I said, I'm making spinach artichoke dip. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Some of the stuff I have measured already out, just to let you know. Let me pull this down so you all can see what's going on here. Let me scoot that back some. There we go. Okay. I already my partner actually squeezed all the juice out the spinach, and I've already put the artichokes in there. But do know that I used the frozen spinach. You can use fresh spinach if you like, but I used the frozen spinach, and I used the canned artichokes as well. I used 2 of these cans. I'm actually making a double recipe. And like I said, I'll put the single recipe in the description of the video. But just keep in mind that I'm making double because I want to make sure we have leftovers throughout the week, well, throughout like the next few days for us to enjoy and that kind of thing as well. So, but like I said, I'll put the ingredients inside of the description, and you can double it, triple it, quadruple it, how many times you want to double it. I'll put it that way to make enough for your family or your function that you have coming up. So, like I said, this is a very easy recipe. At least to me, it's a very easy recipe. Everything you need, you just have to throw it all together and mix it up. So let me let you know what like I said, I already have. I have the spinach, and I have the artichokes, and I have the Parmesan here. And you do have to use the shaved Parmesan. I got this from Walmart yesterday because I knew I was going to make this today. But you do have to use that shaved Parmesan. I can't get it open, y'all. Well, give me a second. I'm trying to get this open. For some reason, the crazy thing won't open. That's all right. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. I don't need the whole thing. So for this, it's like I said, it's it's a half of a cup of grated Parmesan. And like I said, I'm using this. I'm going to use this entire thing because I'm making, so I need 1 whole cup. So that's a little bit over a cup. I know it's fine. And we're not going to die, y'all. It's going to be just fine. Trust me. But like I said, I used the whole thing. And this is actually a 5-ounce container, just to let you know. But the recipe calls for half a cup for a single usage. Or for a single recipe. Then the next thing, of course, is the mozzarella cheese. It calls for 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese. I'm using 3 cups of cheese because, like I said, I'm doubling this. So we can have us some leftovers. But do as you please, y'all. Do as you please. Do as you please. And I hope this bowl is big enough, Lord Jesus. I'm going to put all this stuff over here. Hadn't thought about the bowl. That's all right. And I didn't realize until a little while ago that I did not have all of the, I didn't have all mozzarella cheese. I had some other yellow cheese. My partner said it should be fine, so we're just going to rock with that, y'all. But like I said, the recipe calls for mozzarella. I just did not have another bag of mozzarella, but that's okay. So you use the cheese that you got. If you want the mozzarella, go pick it up. But like I said, I'm using what I got in there. Uh-oh. Let me see if this going to be enough room in this bowl, y'all. I may have to switch a bowl. We'll see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can actually start stirring this up. Because I actually going to have to stir the other part up, too. I may have to get another bowl. Where's my bigger bowl? Y'all, I got to switch this bowl out because this is not enough room. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything is falling over here. I thought I would have enough room in here, but I do not, actually. I didn't realize that, so I'll be right back with you. Hold on. I'm just going to pour this all into another bowl. That's a bigger bowl, actually. Because I still got to mix in all my other ingredients, so let me, uh-oh. So now I'm just switching bowls. So I guess if I would have made one, I guess I would have had enough to go in this one bowl, but that's all right. You live and you learn, y'all. You live and you learn. But like I said, this recipe is very straightforward. The only thing you're doing is just mixing the ingredients and baking it. So put that over there. There we go. Okay, now I got enough room. There we go. All right. I'm trying to stir up some of this spinach because it's in balls. So because I know like I said, he had to actually squeeze it out. So I want to make sure I separate a little bit to make sure we got to spread out throughout the whole little dish here before I put the other ingredients in there. Okay, that's the best it'll be for right now. Okay, and I got my ricotta. It calls for 1 cup of ricotta cheese. I got the stuff all over my clothes. All right, let me see. I'm putting this on in there, and I'm using the whole tub, like I said, because I'm making a double batch. So I'm putting this whole thing in there, but otherwise you use half of this because this is a 16-ounce container. And I'm using full fat. I don't like the fat-free stuff or low fat, that kind of thing at all. So I'm using the full fat, y'all, just to keep that in mind. But you can use whichever kind of ricotta cheese floats your boat. Whatever kind floats your boat, y'all. Like I said, that's the kind that I'm using because that's what I like. I don't like the fat-free stuff of anything, really, at all. But that's for me. Use what you want to use. You can definitely use it all. This stuff fat-free if you want. It's fine. On down to the next is going to be the cream cheese. So I'm putting this in here as well, y'all. I'm actually just going to crunch it up just a little bit while I put it in there. But this, it calls for 1/2 cup of cream cheese. Now, like I said, I'm just putting this in chunks in there. You don't have to do it that way. I am. Just to make sure we get it kind of spread out too, because we got to mix all this stuff together, actually. Okay. And again, you can use, this is full fat cream cheese, but you can feel free to use the fat-free and that kind of thing. That is up to you, y'all. So like I said, that's up to you. The next is 1/2 cup of mayo. I already had this measured out, y'all. I already had it measured out. Whoops, Lord. Knocking my stuff all over. Okay. There we go. I'm knocking my stuff all over here. Okay. I'll use the spoon to get that off to make sure I have all this mayo up out of here. And again, you can use the fat-free mayo. Like I said, if you're counting calories or that kind of thing, use the fat-free mayo. I'm not sure how it would taste with all the fat-free stuff. I don't know. Because usually when you're having it in restaurants or other places, it's not all fat-free at all to my knowledge. So, but like I said, you can definitely experiment with it and see. Because it may taste good to you. So go ahead and try it. So like I said, definitely go ahead and try it. And next, just me stirring it up. I got some seasons to put up in her too, but I will first get this stirred and then I'll put the seasons up in her, y'all. And you know, when I usually put seasoning stuff, I usually put my own stuff. But this time I'm actually going to follow the recipe and use the seasons that that go with this particular dish. So I'm not going to use anything outlandish, lemon pepper seasoning or nothing like that at all. So I'm going to use exactly what it states for this time. So I'm going to use that for this time, y'all. Because y'all know when I get in the kitchen, I'm always mixing something, making something, putting in season. I don't know if it go together or not, but I'm still doing something. I still make something out of it. I put it that way. So, and like I said, all we doing here is just stirring up. See, trying to mix all the ingredients up, y'all. My hand over here is still a little janky because I don't know if y'all remember back several videos back, but I messed up the tendons in my hand, and so it's still kind of awkward to use because of course it still hurts even after I got the what is that thing, that cortisone shot or whatever it's called. It still hurts, y'all, because I actually when we flew to St. Louis for my aunt's funeral on the plane, I mean on the I guess it's the tarmac, I think that's what it's called when you're exiting the plane. I'm talking to my partner, not turning around, not paying attention. And I actually end up all halfway falling and catching myself and grabbed the pole with the hurt hand because it was actually healed. It wasn't hurt anymore, but now it's back hurting again, y'all. So That was my dumb mistake, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm learning. It's okay to stop doing. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm sure that message was for somebody else too. I'm sure that. Besides me, because I know I need to pay attention, but somebody else out there need to as well. So let me go ahead and get this. Like I said, the seasonings are the red pepper flakes, and I'm using a different. It is chili flakes. It's still red pepper, but I'm using a hatch chili flakes, which is made with like different kinds of chilies in there. But it asks for a fourth of a teaspoon. And I'm not going to measure this in the thing because, like I said, it shouldn't be that spicy at all. So I got to use a full teaspoon for that. So I'm doubling it. Let me see. Onion powder. It asks for a teaspoon as well. So I got to use 2 teaspoons, y'all. 2 teaspoons, y'all. All right. Then we have garlic powder. Same thing, a teaspoon. So I got to use 2 of these bad boys up in here. And like I said, after I get this in there, I'm going to, let me see, go ahead and put this in the container. Like I said, I'm using a different type of, how much salt and pepper? 1/4, or black pepper, I mean. So about 1/2 of, okay. And then salt. Salt was 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and pepper. So, that pepper. Jesus Christ, y'all. That pepper always makes me sneeze, y'all. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But it definitely makes me sneeze. Where's my, oh, there's my little thing for the salt. Jesus Christ. Let me stir up this stuff. It's making me sneeze like I'm crazy. All right, y'all. So I got my seasonings in there. So now I'm doing just stirring up. Stirring up the seasons, y'all. Make sure everything gets well seasoned up in here. All I'm doing is all I'm doing right now. And like I said, I'm using, I am going to bake this. It bakes for about 25 minutes. But of course, I'm going to come back and check on it like halfway through to make sure it's baking okay. But like I said, I'm making this in a casserole dish. And I'm making it with biscuits around it just to let y'all know. So let me show y'all that shortly as soon as I get this fully mixed up. Like I said, the biscuits are what's going to be used for the dipping instead of the chips this time. So, but you can more than welcome not use the biscuits at all. And just plop this bad boy into a pan and go ahead and bake it. Instead of with the biscuits, you can do that as well. But this, like I said, this is a different one. I want to try this recipe to see what this tastes like. To use the biscuits for dipping. So, let me get all this off of here. Trying to make sure I have everything mixed up, especially the season, because some of it went on the side, as y'all may have seen over there. So, okay. So, and let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Like I said, for this dish, I've taken biscuits and I've lined the entire pan. I used about, let me see, 8. I used 14 biscuits cut in half and rolled into a ball and put them all around the sides. As y'all can see, these are biscuits, y'all. And like I said, you don't have to use this. I want to use this because it looked like it was an awesome recipe. It looked like it was awesome the way that it was going to be used. So I definitely want to use that. So like I said, that's what I did for this particular recipe. But you can do as you please. Like I said, you don't have to use the biscuits. You can definitely just get some chips. Or you can do both. But like I said, for this particular recipe, it's going to be with the biscuits. Because you just plop them on up in there and just scoop it on into your mouth. So, and I've used biscuits for other recipes too before. So, all right. So next, all I'm going to do is put all this into the casserole dish. The mixture. Whoa, I almost dropped on the floor. Oh, Jesus. All right. Putting all this into the casserole dish. Uh-oh. Okay. And like I said, we will have leftovers. And it looks like it's actually quite a bit. I didn't realize, because this is my first time actually making spinach artichoke dip. So I didn't realize that the one recipe probably would have actually been enough. But so this is a lot on this dish, actually. So that's okay. Like I said, I live and I learn. Uh-oh. There we go. And like I said, all I'm doing is just scooping this all on there. But the next time I know, I will just make sure that I just make one recipe. Because like I said, it's definitely a whole, I didn't realize it was going to be that much. Like I said, this is my first time making this particular recipe all together. So, but it will be fine, I'm sure. It's still going to taste doggone good. So that's what matters. That it's going to taste doggone good. But like I said, this is all y'all doing here, y'all. Just putting all this stuff in the middle and, or just in your pan, period. And just baking it. Like I said, it's supposed to bake about 25 minutes. And I'm probably going to bake it a little bit more than that because there's so much spinach dip in this container. And like I said, I didn't realize that it was going to be that much. But it's okay. I'm trying to push it to the sides to push up the biscuit some. So I can put the rest of this in there, actually. So I know I can do that. So I know I can do that. No, I can do that, y'all. Like I said, I'm just trying to push this for me. But like I said, if you make this one recipe, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But I'm making sure that I'm pushing this to the side so I can get, like I said, some, all this in there. And like I said, I'm definitely going to bake it for longer than 25. Well, I may not be able to with the biscuits. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play with it. We'll see. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see, y'all. So like I said, this is all for this. And like I said, you just go ahead and bake this. And let me make sure. Make sure. But 25 to 30 minutes. So, and my oven has already been on already. So it's ready to go. I know that. So it's definitely ready to go. I'm just going to get the rest of this little bit out of here. Out of this bowl. And it already smells so good. I can probably eat this like this. But I know the cheese and stuff. People want cheesy cheese and all that kind of stuff. So, but, and the Parmesan cheese to melt too. But it smells doggone good already. So you probably don't even have to bake it really. But it smells so good. Okay. Let me wash my hands off, y'all. I got a little bit of stuff on my hands here. All right. So. Let me get this over here. And it's heavy too, y'all. Very heavy. And the next, actually, I need to wipe, let me pull this back up. I need to take a little bit of olive oil to actually just like wipe on top of the biscuits with one of these little thingies. Let me do that really quickly. Too, y'all. So if you're using the biscuits, you will have to do that because, of course, the biscuits will be probably, I'm sure, very dry. If you don't, otherwise, if you don't. So let me get me a little bit of bowl up out of here. So I can put some olive oil up in this bowl. Uh-oh. And I'm just using the plain olive oil I had in the house. You can use, if you want to, because I'm actually going to use some garlic spread after I get it out the oven. It's buttery garlic spread. And I'll show it. Jesus. Alrighty. Goodness gracious. Whew. All right. Let me put this back down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not doing anything extravagant. I'm just putting, because the recipe calls for the olive oil to be brushed with, the biscuits be brushed with olive oil. And this is all I'm doing, y'all, as y'all can see over here. Just taking my little brushy thing and wiping the olive oil on top. That's all. That is all, y'all. Like I said, I'm sure they'd be kind of dry if you just leave them in there like that. So you got to put some type of oil on. We want them to brown too a little bit. So not just be like a regular smegular biscuits. So regular smegular biscuits. So like I said, this is when I'm using olive oil. That's what the recipe calls for. But you can use, I'm sure, grapeseed oil, anything else just to get this bad boy into the oven. But like I said, when I take it out, I am going to use, my partner had bought some buttery garlic, butter with garlic, I guess, a few weeks back, and we hadn't used it yet, so I'm going to use it on top of here when I take these out. So now I brush it the same way I'm doing that. So that's all you do for that, y'all. That's all you do for that. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy into the oven. And like I said, it's going to be in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. And here, this is how it looks. And I know you already saw a candle, but that's how it looks, y'all. But like I said, I will get it out of here. 25, 30 minutes. And so we're going to let that cook. I'll be back with y'all. All right, y'all. Oh, Lord, I hurt. I got to get the dip out the oven, the dish out the oven, because it is done. And there's a fat one up in there, too. So let me go ahead and get this out the oven. Uh-oh. Let me get my little things. And be careful, y'all. Whatever dish you use. Like I said, this bad boy is hot. And it's big. And it's chock full of stuff. Jesus. All right. All right, let's check this out, y'all. Whew. Like I said, it is done. That's how it looks, y'all. And like I said, I'm just going to brush some, let me scoot this back. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to put some of this garlic butter spread. Like I said, this is the stuff my partner got. And I thought it'd be really good on top of her, too. So, at the end, let me show y'all what it is. Let me put this somewhere. I don't know where to put it. It's this garlic spread. It actually makes like garlic bread and stuff. You can make garlic bread out of it, that kind of thing. But like I said, I'm just using it for this. And I may actually, let me see. Because I didn't melt it, so I'm just going to take a little spoon or something and put it on there with. And like I said, this part is optional. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because I wanted the butter garlic flavor on there. So, like I said, I'm just taking a little bit and popping it on there, y'all. Come on back over here. All right. And like I said, that's what I'm doing for this. You don't have to, but you can, of course, brush it with something else. Because the biscuits are rather dry, y'all. Just keep that in mind. So you may want to put some type of butter or brush it with more olive oil or that type of thing on there. Because it is rather dry. The biscuits are. You don't want to just be biting into some very dry biscuits. It's already dry already. Because it's bread. But like I said, this is but you can just put butter on there if you don't have the garlic kind. It's fine. Or if you know how to make it. Butter and garlic powder and minced garlic. That's how you make some garlic butter. Let it form back to a solid and you got your garlic butter. You can make it like that. If not, just use butter. If you want the buttery taste. Like I said, that's what I'm doing, y'all. And I'm giving this a little bit of chance to cool down too, so I can try to taste some of this on video for y'all. I may not be able to. We'll see. If it's too hot, I'm not gonna be able to. The only thing I taste is just a little bit of the mix in the middle, because otherwise it's probably gonna be too hot for me to do the biscuit and all that. It just came out the bad boy oven. All right, like I said, I'm just going around. I could have did this easier with the little with the little thing to put the butter on with, but I put the olive oil on with. I didn't feel like doing it, y'all. I didn't feel like melting this and all that, so I'm just wiping this on here. Like I said, this is what I'm doing. So you can do it a different way. Please feel free. But this is the way I'm doing this, y'all. And just to let you know, the biscuits I used were those flaky layers biscuits. I used the generic kind, but you can buy the grands. It's up to you. I usually get the generic, so they taste about, at least to me, I don't know there's any difference in the taste to me. So then I always buy the same thing, the generic. But you can get everything non-generic if you want. Doesn't matter to me. Like I said, it depends on what it tastes like. Most of it tastes about the same that I've noticed. But like I said, you can get whatever kind of brand you want to get, y'all. Uh-oh. Like I say, I'm trying to get this a little moment to cool down too, so I can taste it a little bit for y'all. All right, and I'm not going to grab the bread, but I will grab some of the spinach dip. All right, I'm almost done with this, y'all. It's taking a little bit long. Would have been shorter for me just to melt the butter, huh? That's all right. That is all right. All righty. I am done with that, y'all. There we go. There we go. All right. Like I said, that's what I'm doing with that. And I'll actually just use the same fork if I can to kind of taste this with. Just trying to wipe some more of this butter off. There we go. I think I got a lot of it wiped off. I'm gonna stick this whole fork full of butter in my mouth. So I'm trying to get it wiped off on some of these biscuits over here. Okay. Oh, let me scoop this up some. Let me scoop this up some, y'all. Scoop this up some so I can move this camera up. All right, so now let me see if I can try to taste a little bit of it. I guess I can, actually. Didn't realize I could, child. All right now. Making sure it's okay, it's actually all right. Mmm. That's really good, actually. For a first timer. I like that. Like I said, next time I didn't realize how much it made. But next time I'll just make one recipe of the actual spinach artichoke dip. Because it made a whole lot. So, but my partner, he loves it. I love it too. So best believe this will be gone in the next few days. I can tell you that already. So, like I said, thank you all for tuning in. This was an easy spinach artichoke dip. Take a look at this bad boy again. Like I said, this is definitely an easy recipe, y'all. And like I said, this is something that you can make as an appetizer. This is actually our dinner today. I know it's an appetizer you can say from Applebee's or some other place, but like I said, today this is going to be our meal. So, like I said, this is good for games, birthday parties, anything you want to use it for, or for dinner, because it's ours today. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. Take care, y'all. Have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Again, make sure that you subscribe and click that notification bell to receive all the videos that I upload throughout the weeks. I upload a lot, y'all. So, take care, y'all. Peace out.